Hello and welcome to this tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to learn something about the do while loop. Now in the previous tutorial we have learned how to create while loops and why they are used for, and in this tutorial we are going to study the do while loops. So the do while loops are a lot similar to that of a while loop, but it has some difference in it. So before talking anything about the do while loops, let's go ahead and create a do while loop. So in a do while loop, you initially have the do keyword, then you have opening and closing bracket, then outside this closing bracket you type while, and after the while you specify the condition, and after the condition outside the parentheses you give a semicolon. So that is the basic syntax of a do while loop. So we have a do, then we have these two curly braces, and within these curly braces lies our code which we want to loop through, which we want to execute a number of times. Then we have a while outside this, and then inside the parameters of while we have the condition. I think I misspelled condition, so this should be condition. I forgot to mention a D. So anyways, inside the parameters to while we have the condition which we need to check, and after this while is completed, in order to end the statement we use a semicolon. So now let's take some code in order to execute. So we take our basic regular code which we always use in the loops. So let's say we type document dot write, and let's say we have this code like which prints let's say a simple hello. So we want to execute this hello, let's say 5 times. So initially we go outside the do while loop and we create a variable called counter which keeps track of the number of times the loop executes. Now as initially the counter needs to be initialized to 0, also we need to change this condition. So in the condition we want that the counter should be less than 5. Now also inside the do while loop we need to include a statement like counter plus plus, which increments the counter every time we execute the loop. Now in a do while loop what happens is that initially this code is executed and then it is going to check the condition, and depending upon the condition it is going to decide whether to go back or not. Now in the while loop what used to happen is that initially the condition in the while was tested, and after testing the condition, if that condition was found to be true, then the code was executed. But in this case, first the code is executed and then the condition is checked. So that's a basic difference between a while loop and a do while loop. So now if we save the code and we execute it, we get the result as hello, 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 hello. Now I think I have not formatted it in a proper way. So always make sure that you give a /br tag right after the hello or right after the end of the statement. So once we have this tag in place and you execute the code, it is going to show you hello 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times. So that's basically the basic syntax to create a do while loop, and you just need to remember that the basic difference between a do while loop and while loop is its syntax. That is, the syntax of a while loop is like you have a while and then you in the parentheses you check the condition and you end the loop. But in a do while loop we have a do, then we have the set of code, and then you have a while. And the major difference between a do while loop and a while loop is that in while loop initially the condition is checked and then the code executes, and in case of do while loop the code gets executed and then the condition is checked. So I hope you understood what a do while loop is and what is the major difference between a while loop and a do while loop. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Thank you.